Hello everyone, welcome to Analog IAS Current Affair Analysis for 7th September 2020, and these are the articles we'll be dealing today. This article is taken from the Indian Express and it is titled The Supreme Court Reading of the Basic Structure, the signature of Kesavananda Bharati. So Kesavananda Bharati Swamiji has passed away on Sunday, and he was the person behind the historic Kesavananda Bharati case concerning the fundamental rights of our country. So his petition literally saved the nation from slipping into a totalitarian regime. The fact that Kesavananda Bharati case judgment is 703 pages long says volumes about the importance of this case. So though the case is a landmark one, he did not win any relief in this case. The amendments in the Kerala land reforms law which he had challenged were upheld by the Supreme Court in 1973. So let us understand the significance of Kesavananda Bharati case and how it has shaped up our constitution on this note. Let me explain the background in which this particular file was cased. In 1970, Swami Kesavananda Bharati, who was the caretaker of a place called Ednir Mata, which was situated in the Kasaragod district of Kerala, he challenged the Kerala government, who imposed restrictions on the management of this Ednir Mata through land reform laws of Kerala. At that time, there was a famous lawyer by the name Nanabai Palkhiwala. He convinced the Swami to file a case saying that it is against the Article 26 concerning the right to manage religiously owned property without government interference. So even though the hearings consumed as much as 5 months, the outcome had a profound impact on the constitutional processes and democratic processes. For example, it is through this case the doctrine of judicial review has actually been formalized. We know that Supreme Court constitutes a bench to decide constitutional issues. Now this case is very famous because it had a 13-judge bench. This is the largest possible bench. In this case, Swamiji won with a narrow margin of 7-6. So what was this case all about? The central question was regarding the Supreme Court's position in 1967 Golaknath case. In this case, the court, overruling the previous judgments, said that Parliament cannot amend fundamental rights. The second thing that this judgment tried to examine was the fact that whether several judgments like a right to property, which has been removed as a fundamental right, can be constitutionally valid, and whether Parliament, which made a law that judicial review cannot be possible in the case of any laws made with respect to amendment of fundamental rights, is it valid or not. So these are the kind of arguments that 13-judge bench was examining. Also, you have to understand the timeline because this was during the emergency era. There was a high amount of distrust across the country, even in judiciary as well. That is the reason why this judgment is hailed as the savior of our Indian democracy. So the court, through the basic structure doctrine, has created a sort of a safeguard for Indian democracy. How is that possible? The court ruled that Parliament does indeed have a power to amend, and courts can intervene only if they are violating something called the basic structure doctrine. So it decided that this doctrine can evolve over a period of time and more elements can be added to it as the court seems to be convinced as the time progresses. For example, in this particular case, the judgment or the parliamentary law that no judicial review can take place with respect to any law that amends the fundamental rights was struck down because it was violative of basic structure. It believed that fundamental rights form the essential part of basic structure, and if such fundamental rights are violated, the courts can definitely intervene. The argument in favor of this was the fact that Supreme Court has been envisioned as the savior and safeguard for Indian democracy in our constitution. In our GS2 paper, there is a topic called comparison of constitutions. So, from that, we can say that the basic structure doctrine was actually taken from the Nazi regime. So, if you go back into the annals of history, the origin of this doctrine can be found in the German constitution, because they created this doctrine to amend and protect certain basic laws. So, the original Weimar constitution, which gave parliament the power to amend the constitution with a 2/3 majority, was in fact used by Hitler for his advantage. So, taking inspiration from that, the Supreme Court judges have introduced the doctrine of basic structure, and it formed the bedrock of judicial review in our country. So, no law can impinge on this basic structure. So, what this basic structure is, as we have already discussed, is not exactly defined by the Supreme Court, because it is a evolution of ideas from time to time. This list is not exhaustive. That is the reason the Supreme Court denied to list out a comprehensive list and make it exhaustive. So, what was the impact of this verdict? Firstly, we have to understand that in this case, Kesavananda Bharati Swamiji has lost this case, but many political commentators say that even the government has not won the case. Politically, as a result of this verdict, judiciary faced its biggest test of being thwarted by the executive. So, in that time of emergency, there was a lot of controversy regarding the institution of judiciary, whether it is indeed going to stand the test of time, and whether Indira Gandhi led government would take on the judiciary and supersede the judiciary completely. That didn't happen. So that was the biggest triumph. One of the biggest lessons from this entire episode was the fact that if institutions are strong, majoritarian impulses can be completely replaced by the constitutional values. So we have to focus on our constitutional values. This lesson is very important even to the particular present day context as well. This is true to any time. If we build on the constitutional values and if we empower our institutions, everything will take place as per rule of law. That is the gist of this article. On a side note, I would like to reiterate that Kesavananda Bharati judgment requires a separate video itself, and it is beyond the scope of this video to exactly and widely discuss the various judgments of the Kesavananda Bharati. So, I request the students to go back to their polity textbooks and revise the basics once again. This article is taken from the Hindu and it is titled Policy Lessons in Tamil Nadu's Language Formula. So, before getting into the details of this article, let me tell you a brief history of the language politics in our country. In the Constituent Assembly, Hindi was voted as the official language of the Union by a single vote. At the same time, it was decided that states have the liberty to independently decide their official language. So, at the same time, it provided the use of English language for a period of 15 years. And after 15 years, Parliament has the power to decide whether it will continue or not. The Constitution also asked the government to appoint a commission at the end of 5 years and 10 years to make recommendations with regards to use of Hindi language across the country. As the end of 15 years drew closer, there was a widespread protest against the imposition of Hindi. And it is in this context the Official Language Act 1963 was enacted. It ensured that Hindi and English definitely stayed along. And in 1968, there was an educational policy. In this, it was decided that there shall be a 3-language formula. Now, what is this 3-language formula? So, students who are getting educated in the Hindi speaking belt should have 3 languages as a part of their curriculum. One is Hindi, the other is English, and another one is regional language, preferably a South Indian one. As far as the non-Hindi states are concerned, even they are supposed to learn 3 languages. The first choice would be their regional language, second one is English, and thirdly Hindi. However, Tamil Nadu has rejected this three language formula. It decided that they will only go with Tamil and English. They will not study Hindi. This article writer says that our new education policy does not recognize the advantage of what Tamil Nadu has done. Tamil Nadu has been in a position to impart its regional language at primary level and came out with positive outcomes both on social level and economic level. If we take the case of European countries which adopt a similar two language formula, in the primary level they are taught their mother tongue. After a certain age, English is picked up, and the people who depending on their profession and interest pick up more and more number of languages. For example, those who are in trading profession in Europe have a working knowledge of more than 5 or 6 languages. It is a very common sight there. The author also quotes the example of Singapore and the founder Lee Kuan Yew, who, despite being a Chinese by birth and spoke English, he decided that Singapore is a country, if it is to be developed, it should embrace the English language as the mother tongue. The reason being, in a multilingual society, to achieve international success, it is important to have a language that is equidistant to everyone. English is as alien to every other person as it is to your next person, and every person, if they strive to learn English, it will help them internationally. That was the basis on which language policy was adopted in Singapore. But if we take the case of India, in a multilingual society like ours, for a South Indian, Hindi is as alien as English, but the advantage of learning English is much more higher than Hindi. That is the basic reason why there is no incentive to learn Hindi, and there is no reason why the government should push for an agenda to make Hindi the national language of our country, because there is no economic advantage when compared to English across the globe. Therefore, the new education policy should address this anomaly and encourage regional players to have their own autonomy in deciding the language issue. That is the gist of this article.